Israel Keys, a serial killer the FBI describes as addicted to murder.
In 2012, Alaskan law enforcement came face to face with perhaps one of this country's most prolific serial killers. His name is Israel Keys.
Israel Keys, the guy who was awarded Army Achievement Medal for his meritorious services in American Army as an assistant gunner, was turned into a cold-blooded serial killer, bank robber, burglar, arsonist, kidnapper, and sex offender. Keys eventually admitted to the heinous murders of 8 individuals. During this time, law enforcement officials made concerted efforts to investigate the crimes attributed to him. Although the investigations proved to be challenging, Keys exhibited a high level of meticulous planning and had a deep understanding of how to evade detection.
You're watching 34-year-old Israel Keys describe over coffee and a bagel his strategy for hunting and killing innocent people.
Back when I was smart, I would let them come to me.
His actions were marked by a series of calculated strategies designed to avoid arousing suspicion. How did Israel Keys avoid detection? How was Israel Keys' case captured? How did Israel Keys die? Within the realm of notorious and widely recognized serial killers, bank robbers, and kidnappers, the name Israel Keys finds its place among their ranks. Israel Keys was an American bank robber and serial killer who had committed multiple crimes in different activities. He is a well-known serial killer who murdered 3 victims. He was engaged in many crimes like bank robbery and rape cases in the United States. A metal-hearted man, Keys, born in 1978 in Richmond, Utah, Israel Keys emerged as the second child among a family of 10 siblings. His early life was far from typical, shaped by unconventional circumstances. Raised by his parents, who were nonconformists from California and later departed from the Mormon faith, the Keys family established their residence in Colville, Washington. During his 3 years in the United States Army, Israel Keys didn't confess to any murders. However, he did admit to trying to rape 2 women. One attempt involved a prostitute while he was on leave in Egypt, and the other involved a college student he met in Israel. After leaving the Army, in 2001, he's believed to have started killing again. Keys had a connection to New York. He owned 10 acres of land and a rundown cabin in Constable. He also confessed to robbing banks in both New York and Texas. The FBI later confirmed that he robbed a community bank in Tupper Lake, New York, in April 2009. Additionally, he told investigators that he broke into a house in Texas and set it on fire. In the year 2009, Keys committed his early murder. He murdered 49-year-old Deborah Feldman, a woman who lives there. Keys, a metal-hearted man, killed her and then left her body in a barn. According to him, this was the first ever crime of murder he committed. In 2011, a key broke into Bill and Lorraine Currier's house in Vermont. Both of them disappeared in June 2011 and were never found. Israel Keys was the killer who murdered them. Keys disposed their bodies in unknown locations which could never judge easily. In February 2012, Keys took an 18-year-old girl named Samantha Koenig in City, Alaska from a coffee shop.
It was the disappearance of an 18-year-old Alaskan girl that led police to unravel one such killer's astounding 11-year killing spree.
As he was known for his sexual crimes and murder cases, he did the same thing with that girl. Keys sexually assaulted Samantha and then murdered her. He took the dead body and disposed of it in a lake which is near him at that time. Israel Keys hunted victims around the country, but his downfall was caused by a murder in Alaska. This was the downfall of Keyes. He was caught at the time when he murdered in Alaska. Israel Keyes embarked on a horrifying journey of hunting victims across different parts of the United States. Yet, it was a specific murder that happened in Alaska that signaled the start of his downfall. This significant event triggered his eventual capture as the police focused closely on what he was up to in that city. The murder in Alaska turned out to be a game changer in the investigation. It shone a bright light on Keyes' dark deeds, causing law enforcement to put even more effort into figuring out where he had been and how his terrible crimes fit together. This particular murder became a crucial moment that helped detectives piece together the puzzle and find out more about his actions. This key murder in Alaska didn't just show the extent of the bad things Keyes had done. It also gave investigators the break they desperately needed to understand his activities better. It's as if this murder provided the missing piece of the puzzle that helped law enforcement unravel the mystery of what Keyes had been doing. In a way,
there is no one who knows me, or who has ever known me, who knows anything about me, really.
This murder in Alaska can be thought of as the event that set in motion the chain of events that eventually led to Israel Keyes' capture. It was the moment when his crimes started catching up with him, and law enforcement got closer to him just as he was committing the crime. This city's name now serves as a testament to the conclusion of Keyes' grim era, marking the beginning of justice closing in on him. Keyes traveled to Canada extensively, and when he was asked about whether he had killed anyone in Canada, he said, "Canadians don't count." He was a very planned and professional killer. He was known for his careful planning. When he used to commit any crime, he would often bury kill kits and all the weapons which he used for crimes. This was the secret due to which he was not easily caught. Due to a debit card, he was discovered. One of his victims gave him a debit card, which he had stolen. He made use of a debit card that was taken from a victim. The stolen card was found when he was stopped for a routine traffic violation. This ultimately caused law officials to link him to a slew of homicides. After many crimes, when he got arrested and caught by the police, he was sent to a prison cell on December 2, 2019. Many of the cases have been registered against him. He was very fed up with the prison. Eventually, he cut his wrist and strangled himself using bedding materials. Due to his suicide and a limited amount of information, he didn't provide any further details about his crimes. All the details in this script were based on the information which Keyes provided. Giving are the sources from which you can further read the details of the Israel Keyes case. This was all about Israel Keyes' case. He murdered many innocent lives. Even he raped many young girls. He was such a metal-hearted person who had never shown any empathy for people. He murdered dozens of people. His careful planning and ability to blend and made him a disturbing presence in the world of crime. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you all have liked it. Keep following our channel for further curious documentary cases. If you found this episode fascinating, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel.